associate dentist needed in North Carolina. I'm here with Dr. Mary Huffman, and we're going out into the Dental Nachos and Dentist Job Connect universe to find someone to bond together with Mary and her awesome team of dentists. My dream, Mary, was to play professional basketball. That dream failed, didn't even come close. But my backup dream of bonding dentists together is going really well through Dentist Job Connect.
Yes.
Share with us, where is this practice that you are looking to hire an associate dentist?
So the practice is in Lenoir, North Carolina. It is in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. It's about an hour from Asheville and an hour from Charlotte.
Hour from Asheville, hour from Charlotte. So
Yeah.
Where would if I was applying this job, where would be a good place for me to live if I wasn't a North Carolinian? I don't know if that's what you guys call yourselves. Let's say I moved there, where would be a good place for me to live and then commute to this practice?
I mean, Lenoir is nice. It's a smaller town. A lot of the associates that I've had at other practices live in Hickory. It's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
But there are some people that live outside of Charlotte and commute as well. I mean, there are actually a couple of dentists in Lenoir that commute from Charlotte. So it's not a bad commute, but it just depends on what the person's used to, because everybody's used to commuting different amounts, right?
Awesome. So it's commutable from different areas. So we're in North Carolina. Dr. Mary Huffman, if you want to apply for this job, text NC to 215-543-6454. Now, dentists love details, Mary. We're not normal. We need the details about the details. If you're doing a crown on number 30 and you need the probing depth of 15 lingual. Why? Because dental school made our brains weird. So we're going to dig into the details. Why do you need an associate in this location? What is your why?
So I currently own 4 practices, and I practice in one of them. And the practice that I am in is in the hometown of this associate, and she wants to come work at my practice eventually, once it expands and once I'm able to find a good replacement for her.
So you're looking for a replacement for one of your awesome associates. You're stealing one awesome associate
Yes.
from the other office, leaving open. Now, I want to share with you, I'm a practice owner, so we're special. What made you so special? Your grandmother was right, Mary, that you wanted to own 4 practices. I mean, you had 3 and you said not enough practices. What made you want to jump into this multi-practice owner game?
So I was actually a finance major undergrad, so I was a business major. And my dad's always owned businesses, but I got involved in it whenever I met an associate that was in a bad relationship with her current doctor. And I felt like I could give her a better opportunity and more support because I was in a good relationship with the dentist that I bought my practice from. I worked for him for 5 years. And I felt like I learned a lot. He was a multi-practice owner. And so it was also what I was familiar with.
Awesome. Well, I applaud you. Dentists working together. We should do more of that in our dental world. So we got the why, we got the where. Now, dental schools become more expensive. People have to do these things like pay rent and eat food. So money's important. What is the compensation structure? I'm going to apply there. I'm going to work for you full time. What could I expect to earn? I don't need the exact detail, but give me a framework for that.
It would be, well, depending on the experience. I mean, the associate that's there right now is 3 years out of school. And so it's been between 350 and 400.
Awesome. That's amazing. So really, I like to use this time to educate our dental world. And, making $350,000 a year, can I assume that associate is producing $1 million in that practice?
Around that, yeah.
And they're working like 200 days a year. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Roughly, right?
Yeah.
So just to break down these details and teach people, because we're both practice owners, 200 days a year, collecting $5,000 a day, what makes that possible? Because that's my 4th question. What procedures, if they copied what this associate was doing, what would they be doing most of the time?
She has a really good mix. I mean, she does not place implants, do molar endo or like bony impacted extractions, but I mean, she does crown and bridge. She does removable, restores implants. So she and some restorative as well. It's not like all day restorative.
But you don't have to do all of your own endo for this position. You don't have to take out bony impacted wisdom teeth, right?
Right.
You don't have to place all on 4. So my sense, and we're all learning, is that there's a need for dentistry in this community. And
Right.
her schedule is filled with need-based fundamental care, from restorative to restoring implants to doing removable.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, great. So now I have my last question. So we went over, where is this job? Remind me where it is again. Lenore, North Carolina.
Lenore, North Carolina.
Doing my job, I learned a lot about these cities
Yes.
across the US. 'Cause I just want you to know, I don't know if there was a time I was going to learn about Lenore, North Carolina. But
I'm
today's
sure there
the day.
wasn't.
Yeah, today's the day. Why do you need an associate? You're replacing an associate. So Dentist Job Connect people, golden nacho tip: when you're replacing an associate with a full schedule, it is one of the best whys out there. Replacing an associate with a full schedule. Compensation could be $350,000 a year. What procedures is going to be fundamental restorative dentistry, restoring implants, removable. And now dentists are people too. People don't think we're people, Mary, but we're people, okay? So let's say someone moves there and they live in Hickory and they work at this office, but they want to do something fun outside of the operatory, not rememorize the Krebs cycle or make a bite room. They want to do fun, normal person things. What are some fun things to do in the area outside of the operatory?
So I'm from Hickory. I went off to dental school. I've traveled a lot, and I love North Carolina. And I love it because it's like 4 hours from the beach. If you want to go to the mountains, you're an hour. So, I mean, Asheville is really nice for if you're into hiking, if you're into camping. They have a lot of breweries if you're into that. But Charlotte's really large. I mean, Charlotte's a big city. I mean, it's a big banking community. So, I mean, you can pretty much do anything you want to in Charlotte. So I like that it's very central to all of that. And you really have the opportunity. I mean, you can be really wherever you want to be in a very short period of time, like within a day, you know?
Awesome. Well, you have shared the true toppings of this job in Lenore, North Carolina. I think you're awesome for owning 4 practices. To learn more about Dr. Mary's text NC to 215-543-6454, or just go on dentistjobconnect.com and you can apply, learn about it all for free. Is there anything that I missed? Anything you want to share with the Nacho audience before we wrap up, Mary?
I mean, you asked why I got into owning, and I mean, it is hard, you know, you have multiple practices, but it really is what I've tried to transition to over the past several years since COVID and everything, is just how can I support whoever, like whether it's the team or whether it's just the associates. And I know coming out of school, a lot of people are scared and don't know that. And so we really try to, whether it's like consulting on cases or, you know, going in to help with the associate if it's a different procedure. Like I do a lot of CE, and I have a mentor that actually helps me, and he'll come in as well. He's retired. So I think that's one thing we can offer. We are small, and I don't plan on growing.
Matter most: mentorship, money, and morale. Right? You can make a lot of money in a job. If there's no mentorship, it's a problem. You have a lot of morale, but if there's no money, that's a problem. So it's that combination. I think it's awesome that you're doing that. Reach out to us on dentistjobconnect.com. Stick around, Mary. Thanks so much for sharing with us.
Okay. Thanks.